in case y'all wondering what I'm doing, this is Fat Lighter. We're tripping over this stuff. Any of y'all need some or interested in it? I forget how much it costs. I shipped somebody a pound of it in a box via the mail. I realize that some of y'all don't have it in your area. Man, this stuff is wonderful, and we've got an overabundance of it. But we're busting it up for kindling for our fire. I'm trying the parang out, seeing how it does. I tried it on some big branches here not too long ago. Some green stuff, but the trees were down, and I was just trying to get them out and clear a spat to a spat. Oral dyslexia is a horrible disease. A spot for our number 2 room, and I was going through stuff and sticking my wrist with 2 swipes. This damn thing is unreal for chopping. Now, like I said, I brought the Gerber axe and saw combo. I'm going to throw it in the garbage. Any of y'all interested in it, I'll mail it to you. Get one of these. This thing goes through wood like knife through hot butter.
Hot knife through butter?
No, I'm talking like a knife through hot butter. I mean, just... There's a difference. I'm not going to heat a knife up to cut butter with it.
The expression is hot knife through butter.
I don't care. Do I look like I'm politically correct? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It chops wonderful. As you can watch here, I'll take my finger off. Batoning, plenty of extra blade room. I would compare it to the BK7, but some little twerp won't even let me touch it, even though I paid for it. So I'm stuck with this and the Gerber. And I'm using my little chair, by the way. There's a stump sticking up out of the ground that's probably got 200 pounds of it. 10 feet from where we've got, well, no, about 10 yards from where our shelter's set up. There's another one right there at the top of that ridge.
Look, I'll show y'all what lighter looks like. Real sharp and edgy. And you hit that, and it's red on the inside. That's a good stump of lighter right there.
Another thing about lighter, it burns really hot, and it burns for a pretty good piece of time. The only thing is, sometimes it has a tendency to throw off black smoke. You don't want to cook anything over it. You want to save that for your hardwoods and stuff. But as far as an actual fire starter, or if you've got some damp wood and you need to burn damp wood, get it on there and leave it on the fire long enough to dry it out so that it will burn, this stuff will do it. It is just, like I said, we're blessed with an overabundance of it, and we take it for granted. I heard a couple of people ask, well, what's lighter? And there are people that have never had an opportunity to use this stuff. Now, I was a little disappointed. Disappointed, both when Mike Hawk and his wife and Cody and Dave were in the Louisiana swamp. And no one even made mention of the fact of Fat Lighter. I seen them walking around lighter the whole time they were there. Well, maybe not while they were in the water, but, well, yeah, even in the water, we saw a couple of logs that looked like they were lighter sticking out. No one even thought to utilize it. Now, it don't work good as using it as a bow drill or with a spark. You're pretty well going to have an open flame, but once you get your tinder bundle going and you've got a flame, man, you feather this stuff out into small pieces and throw it on there, man, you've got instant fire. And you can throw wet wood on there, you can throw green wood on there, and it's going to burn.
Solid gasoline, pretty much.
Just about. Well, I ain't gonna say gasoline sticks, but trioxane maybe. Stuff burns. It's and this stuff here, I'm curious to see how it's gonna do on the fire. I'm afraid to light it with a lighter. It might blow up in my hand. It's got so much pine tar in it. Like I said, I've been doing it with the parang. I'm gonna break my Gerber out here in just a second. We're gonna try it with the Gerber. And maybe I can talk Bradley into coming over here, since he's not going to let me touch it, and let him do some with the BK7 and see how he does.
I'll let you touch it.
This is the knife that I carry. This is the Gerber Steadfast Bowie. Has a 6-inch blade, full tang, has rubberized grip. You see the finger grooves in it. Knife has a very nice feel to it. I don't like the fact that it's stainless because it's a bitch to sharpen. But once you get it sharp, it's there for a while. We batoned wood last time we were out 4-wheeler riding out at Hintonville, which is about 20 miles from here. We batoned wood to split up for a fire, and I probably batoned for 35-40 minutes, picked it up, and was cutting and skinned a rabbit with it, and just right through it. I mean, didn't affect the sharpness of the blade at all. So it holds an edge good. Like I said, it is a pain in the butt to sharpen. I use strictly diamond stones on it because the soft Arkansas and carbon rocks and stuff like that, it laughs at it. Which pretty much like that with just about any Gerber stainless blade. Let's see how it does. Well, I don't know about the... Drove it in the ground pretty good. Oh God, that smells good. This amount of piece is a little bit easier to work with here. There we go. The only thing I'd say about the Gerber, it's a great camp knife, and you can choke up on it and do fine work with it. The blade is thick. It's almost as thick as the BK2. It's right at 1/4 of an inch at the thickest part, but it tapers down. That's one of the reasons why it does good batoning, because it does go ahead and spread the wood apart and splits it. Some of the other knives with a thinner blade, you know, they go through it faster, but it doesn't split apart as quick. This is some pretty wood. Trifetta. Now this I wouldn't recommend doing with the Parang. I mean, you can do it, but that's an awful big blade. I like doing work like this with a smaller blade. Now that's another thing about lighter wood. It is extremely hard, so it's a little more difficult to make a feather stick with. Not saying it can't be done, and it will dull your knife a lot quicker than regular wood building a fire stick.
You want to try the BK?
Yeah, let's try the BK. Actually, lighter wood even tastes good.
This is the man right here.
You realize once it passes from your hand to mine, it's mine now.
Psh.
Yep, y'all seen that. He gave it to me. My knife now.
Did you see that? It split that wood that quick.
Pat a piece broke off. Well, this thing's a piece of crap. It won't even go through it.
Yeah.
Y'all, I wouldn't buy this BK. I mean, it's worthless.
He's lying through his teeth. He's drooling.
Yeah, I am. Oh, man.
His baton stick broke over it.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Life real fine. It's the